Good afternoon from my Tabor City home. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about fuel lines. We are actually, I'm going to bend on camera the fuel line that goes from the fuel tank to the fuel filter. But I just installed two new fuel lines today that go from the fuel filter to the cap pump. Okay, and one of them is bought and one of them is made. And the difference is this particular item right here was bought and this one was made. Okay, and the thing about it is this fuel line, two nuts, the rubber washer that's in there, and the line itself was $24 at the tractor place. This fuel line, as you can tell, I have the old nuts from the old fuel line on there, and the old washers. This fuel line cost $4.58. So, you know, I try to do things that don't cost a tremendous amount. Granted, probably about 18 to 20 years ago, I picked up a flanger, a pipe flanger, or pipe flare, some people might call it. So I was able to flare the ends of the pipe. I did get, again, Harbor Freight, tube bender that works for 5/16 tube. I think that was, I think I paid $7 for it a couple years ago, maybe. And I've used it several times, so we'll attribute $2, $1.50, $2 of that to this, and we're still at $6 for a pipe. The pipe that I made when I was at the tractor store, this pipe being 22, they wanted $45 for this piece of fuel line right here because of the bins and all that other stuff in it, and I was just not gonna have it. I would have bent both pipes myself. If you can tell, this brass down here is brand new. It's actually got male threading on both sides with a O-ring down there. That was actually starting to strip out, and one of the nuts that actually went to that piece was a little bit stripped, and I was really kind of iffy about putting it back together with strip threads. You know, I've said it all along. My ultimate goal at the end of this project is to try to sell this backhoe. And you know, I firmly believe when you sell something, you attach your name to it. And you know, the guy I bought this backhoe from, I had no issue with him. He was upfront and said the backhoe didn't move at all when I bought it from him, and said it was a transmission issue. He was wrong on exactly what was wrong with the transmission issue, but he stated that it would cost about $650 to repair. You know, if you want to say the hydraulic pump was the only thing wrong here, then it was a $300 repair. So I have no issue with that guy. Yeah, I got a product and I knew what I was getting when I got into it. Same thing for me. When I go to sell this backhoe, I want, you know, my name is attached to it. I want somebody to know what they're getting. You know, I can't offer it with a warranty, but I can offer it in good honesty and say that I personally have tried to rectify every issue that I know with it. But anyways, the point of the video being that fuel lines, extraordinarily important, but you can actually save quite a bit of money if you bend your own fuel lines. And you know, mistakes, even if you make mistakes in the process of doing it, they don't cost you a tremendous amount. Again, you know, 18, 20 years ago, I bought a pipe flanger, 20 bucks, or oh, excuse me, $11. And then a tube bender, $7. That's $20. I got $20 in the tools it took to make this piece, and one piece of fuel line cost me $22. Just out of giggles, you know, I had the guys there look up all the different fuel lines. 22 was the cheapest of them. The most expensive was $129. So, you know, if you go out and you spend, say, $400 on fuel line, getting them bent and everything else, you know, it's worth it to save the money to do it yourself. Plus, when you need bend brake lines for cars, or, you know, I've actually bent and flared or flanged piping for propane for like gas logs, things like that with these tools. So, you know, I'm a big tool guy. I love them. But you know, they're worth their money if you use them. So, anyways, that's my tip for the day: is get the tools, spend a little time figuring out how to use them, do the work yourself, and let's fix something. Let's build something. Let's use our hands. Let's make America a country that builds things and works again. So, God bless you from my Tabor City home. You guys have a great day. See you later.